common herald of menopause is the appearance of hot flashes, or as in Britain we say, hot flushes. These are virtually synonymous in the experience of many women. An adjunct to hot flashes are night sweats, where you awaken drenched in sweat. In fact, so much so, sometimes that you not only need to change your night clothes, but the sheets on your bed as well. Now, both night sweats and hot flashes can be disconcerting if you're frightened of them, but don't be. You see, a lot can be said about hot flashes, but there are only two facts that you really need to know. First, they are completely harmless. Second, hot flashes are the only symptoms amongst a long list of stuff that's usually attributed to menopause that genuinely belong to it. Women of all ages get hot flashes, especially strongly when their ovaries have been removed surgically. During pre-menopause, thinner women often experience more drastic alterations in their estrogen levels, and therefore they become more likely than their bigger sisters to get stronger hot flashes. In most women, hot flashes are at their most intense during the last year or so before the end of menstruation and during the first year afterwards. Estrogen levels tend to be lower in premenopausal women with hot flashes than those without hot flashes. Yet, it's quite clear that low estrogen, although it continues to get the blame for hot flashes, it is by no means all that's involved in their production. You see, it's the sudden drop of estrogen in your body that is the real issue. And once your body becomes accustomed to lower levels of estrogen, most hot flashes gradually diminish. Often, low estrogen is not involved in hot flashes at all. Hot flashes happen to women if they've been taking supplementary estrogen in HRT, hormone replacement therapy, for a time and then they stop. Okay. There are also certain foods and habits known to contribute greatly to the incidence of hot flashes. Smoking, for instance, drinking, caffeine, and eating hot, spicy foods. An overactive thyroid can cause hot flushes too, as can insulin resistance, the use of all sorts of potentially dangerous drugs from big pharma, and diabetes. Hot flashes can also be the result of allergic reactions to foods and chemicals in your environment. The high levels of steroid hormones used in pharmaceutical HRT suppress important functions in your body. For instance, those that are connected with allergies and with your body's attempt to detoxify itself. When estrogen decreases rapidly in a menopausal woman who's been taking artificial hormones, then the underlying allergy or toxicity that was being masked by the hormones comes to the surface. Okay, what about foods? Foods can give you reactions such as migraine, headaches, and rises in blood pressure, as well as hot flashes. It's time to look to your diet, since when offending foods, like milk, for instance, cow's milk, and all cow's milk products, including yogurt and cheese, wheat, chocolate, or oranges, when these things are removed from what you're eating, hot flashes will diminish and may even cease altogether. By the way, extra estrogen does not cure hot flashes. In fact, it only masks them for a while. Actually, there is nothing to cure because hot flashes are not a symptom of disease. They are a normal bodily change associated with the transition between the menstrual years and menopause itself. The standard medical treatment for hot flashes is estrogen. Now, if you decide to go on estrogen for a few years, that is HRT, to get you through the, quote, rough patch, what you're not told is that when you come off of it, your hot flashes are likely to return in force, whether that's 3 years down the road or 20. Women who've been filled with fear of menopause, particularly professional women, sometimes sit in trepidation lest a hot flash comes over them while in a business meeting, and that might betray that they are menopausal. We women always think that they are more evident to the outside world than these hot flashes are. But even if they were, so what? Why should any woman agree, even tacitly, to buying into the general nonsense that menopause, or even a swollen belly during pregnancy, is something disgraceful to be hidden? If you've been experiencing hot flashes, change your diet. Also, you might like to use some powerful and benign herbs. Let me share with you my favorites, and they work beautifully. Okay, let's start with sage. Make an infusion of 1 teaspoon of the dried leaves of sage in a cup of water. Let it steep for 10 minutes and then drink 1 tablespoon of your tea 1 to 4 times a day. Or, if you prefer, you can use 10 to 25 drops of tincture of sage every day. Okay, then there's motherwort. I adore motherwort. It does not make a great tasting tea, however, so I prefer to take it as a tincture. You take 10 to 25 drops of tincture every 2 to 6 hours. Okay, then there's chaste tree. Okay, try taking 1 capsule of powdered berries 3 to 4 times a day, or you can take 15 drops to 1 teaspoon of the tincture of chaste tree 1 to 3 times a day. Okay, then there's dong quai. And sometimes it's really helpful to take more than one of these wonderful, wonderful herbs because they often support each other. Anyway, dong quai. All right. Make an infusion of a teaspoon of the dried herb in a cup of boiling water and drink it once a day. Or take 15 to 30 drops of tincture 1 to 3 times a day. Time to remember something really important. The long traditions of natural medicine view hot flashes as the body's way of detoxifying itself and enhancing immunity at the same time. And recent research shows that even a slight raise in temperature in the body can be instrumental in doing both.